What's up, guys? Today we're checking out a ultra small and compact and inexpensive scan tool from KINGBOLEN. It's the EDIAG. So this is very small. It's all in one unit, and you use it with an app, and I believe it's bi-directional, and it looks like a very powerful tool. But when we get it hooked up, we will check out all the features and its capabilities and what it can do. Alright, and the first thing you're going to want to do is download the EDIAG app from the App Store on Google or Android, and this is what the app looks like. So let's go ahead and get that installed. Okay, so we have the scanner plugged in. As you can see down there, the light is blue, and it turned blue after we got it paired by hitting that Bluetooth icon up in the top right. So also, the first thing when you hit on all systems, it will download the necessary files, and that might take a couple minutes. So that's where we're at right now. So let's go through the menus and see what this little scan tool can do. Here we got all the updates done. Just to warn you, it will take time to update all the maintenance functions you want. I would suggest only downloading the ones you need, because they do take up a lot of space. So as you can see, just to test this out, I downloaded the brake section, the immobilizer, oil, and the TPMS. So let's check out the TPMS function and check the manufacturer's website for the options for your specific vehicle, because as with all the scan tools, it varies depending on the make and model what of these scan tool options are available. So here's the interface, and first thing you want to do is hit this pair button right here. This will pair it with the module. So after you get that paired, here's your different sections. And when you first go into maintenance software, there's a lot of options. As you can see, brake bleeding, battery management, transmission, brake, particulate filter, EGR, immobilizer, SAS, oils, injectors, suspension, TPMS. I would suggest only downloading the ones that you need, because it will take up a lot of space. If you want to go ahead and download all of them, you can hit the arrow up on the top here, right here, and that will download all of them. But be aware, it does take up a lot of space, so just make sure you have the room for that. But these are all the options that we have. So let's just go ahead. I downloaded a couple. Check out the TPMS section, and they always have like a disclaimer on each of these screens. So now here's all your make and models, and today we're hooked up to a Nissan. Switch ignition on, confirm. So here you have the warning light reset option and the tire pressure sensor reset. So if you had new sensors and you wanted to activate them, you can go ahead and do that with this, or just reset the warning light after you check the pressure. And we're not going to do that because we already have these set. But see, you have the ID read, so it'll read the TPMS sensors and then your registration. So that's very powerful, especially for a tool for this much money. Oil reset, let's check that out. Software is a little slow, may just be this phone, but again, so it just gives you the whole make and model list. So we're hitting Nissan, ignition is on, manual reset. So this vehicle already has a manual reset. It only has manual reset, so it just tells you the reset process. Now if it does have the option where you can't do it manually, then it will give you the ability to do it with the scan tool. But there's so many options here we can go through. It even has the immobilizer, the key fob relearn. Again, I'm not going to do that now on this vehicle, but I just want to show you some of these examples. So this is handy if you get new keys. Again, there's the disclaimer. If you get new keys and a new key doesn't work or you need to reprogram one. So again, we're not doing that now, but just to show you, it does have the function to do that, which is awesome. Usually that only comes with more expensive scan tools. So you have your basic maintenance functions here. You have your general OB2 functions here, which those are kind of old school. Then you have your all system diagnostic. Now this is kind of where the automatic section comes in. And then you hit VIN scan. And it will automatically scan for the VIN, so there's no need to manually input the VIN numbers. It's got kind of a crazy little decoder thing, but we're not going to show the VIN. So it's pulling up that this is a 2013 Nissan Armada. Now we got a search, so it will now, we can click on health report.
ECM engine control module no fault code. ABS, anti-lock braking system. BCM, body SRS, supplement, HVAC, TCM, multi-AV fine fault, IPDMER, intelligent key no fault. Auto drive position no fault code. All mode odd/4WD no fault code. Sonar no fault code.
So you can see it goes through the whole automotive systems, and it'll tell you if there is a fault code or not. And it even has like a little, voice, as you guys heard. If it does have codes, you can hit clear DTCs here. If you want to report, you hit report, and it'll show you just a summary. And you can also hit reports again, and you could print custom reports. And it'll show if there's any issues or not. And you can generate a PDF right here and print out, which is a nice feature. So let's go back. System selection, you can go in and manually enter each system. So let's go into the body control module. It shows you the module ID. So if you're replacing the module or you need the ID number, that's it. And it can actually activate the devices. So change the door unlock setting. You can change the settings on that. And again, this is for certain vehicles specific, so every vehicle is different. So like if you shut your door and lock it, the key, it'll lock 5 seconds after. You can change the time it sets to lock it. Little customization things on that. Battery saver set. See, this is a setting where the interior lights, if you leave an interior light on this particular vehicle, it will shut it off after a certain amount of time, so you don't drain your battery from leaving an internal light on. So you can change all these settings in here, which is pretty epic. So a lot of customization to the vehicles that you can do, and again, there's little customizations on each of these separate systems. You could also read the data stream. So again, here is all the interior lamps, the switches. It's saying all the switches are off. For the door switch, right key switch, right rear door switch. So if you have a broken switch that's not off and the door's shut, this can be helpful in diagnosing a bad door switch. And you can actuate them, turn them on and off. So very powerful little tool. Let's go into one more. So this vehicle has rear air suspension. So let's go into that. Actuation test, compressor. See the compressor's off, and I can hear it kick on. We just kicked on the rear air ride compressor of this vehicle. Super handy. So this is a bi-directional tool, which is crazy for the price. It's unbelievable how powerful these tools are getting for the money these days. So again, you could also, the exhaust solenoid, you can release the air from the air suspension. So now the exhaust valve is on the air suspension. And there's too much to do on this video, but this is just an example of a few things how this is bi-directional. You can go into each of the systems and basically access the ECUs, body control modules, change some configurations, and then actuate all the systems. You can actuate door locks, interior lights. So again, we are in the body control module section, actuation test, door lock off. We can hit that. We just locked all the doors. Now we just unlocked all the doors. So you can go through here and actually turn on the dash lights, turn on the interior lights, turn on the luggage lamps, turn on the headlights. Super awesome tool for going through and trying to find a problem, because if you're actuating it and something's not happening, then you kind of know where to start with the problem. So awesome tool. See all the functions that you can turn on manually. You can basically trigger them, turn on the horn, turn on the flasher. So it's basically endless. Way too much for this video. But again, guys, I hope you found this helpful. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a crazy powerful scan tool for the money. We did confirm it is bi-directional, so you can go in and trigger all the systems. You can unlock the interior doors, turn on the headlights, roll down the windows, all by this scan tool. So it is a true bi-directional scan tool. Ton of functions. I mean, more than probably any DIYer would need, and this could even be used as a shop tool. It's crazy the capabilities these days that these inexpensive scan tools have. So it's really a great bargain. I'll put a link below if you guys want to purchase, and thanks for watching.